Ecoline is now proud partnership with Home Depot. I don't think it's a window, right?
This is the room for you, man.
The princess room. Oh God. The fluffy mold. Right in here, see that? One guy to carry it, two guys to watch. That's how we do it in this country.
Yeah,
It's a good way to live your life.
yeah. It says happy heart, not a happy face, right? So
I'm happy inside. On the outside. Like,
but
so many houses with old shitty windows. It's not good. It's depressing.
but your heart is happy because you can see how they change
Exactly.
lives.
Exactly.
Yes.
We are changing houses one day at a time. Hello again, everybody. Ian Lozon here, Master Home Inspector with Timber Point Home Inspection. We're out here again today with Ecoline Windows and Doors. Another beautiful day, not a cloud in sight. And it's an even more beautiful day because, as you can see by our lovely sign here, Ecoline is now proud partnership with Home Depot. So this is a Home Depot job today where someone has gone into Home Depot and they've gone to their window and door counter and they've put an order in for Ecoline Windows through that service. So it's a really, really exciting thing that we're out here today. Home Depot is not just going to work with any contractor, with any window installation company. You know, if you're making windows in your garage and selling them on Kijiji, Home Depot is probably not going to be reaching out to you just to form a partnership. Ecoline is across the country. They're a really, really well-respected company. Their quality is very, very high. So that's where a company like Home Depot is looking to work with another company like that. So I think it's going to be a great partnership going forward. That's why we're out here today. We're promoting our Home Depot partnership with Ecoline. It's going to be a really great thing. These windows we're working with today are actually a nail fin installation. So we have vinyl siding, and what we're doing is cutting the vinyl siding or removing the smartboard that's already on the outside of the window, removing our old window, installing our new window with our nail fins, you know, hammering our nails around the perimeter of the window, sealing it all up, and then putting our smartboard back on top to cover up that nail fin. It's a really good way of installing windows. Doing a brick mold installation where we screw the windows from the inside also works just as well. So it's really, really exciting. I'm thrilled to be part of this. The fact that my name, my company is associated with Home Depot now, I mean, that's only good news for me as well, right? Come with me, we'll go check out what we're dealing with. We're opening up this window here. We got our new stickers, Ecoline, Home Depot, lifetime, limited warranty, fully transferable warranty, non-prorated warranty. It's all there, you got a number. I'm sure if you call that, someone will pick up the phone and you can give them a call, tell me Ian sent you, want some new windows and doors, and they'll know, they know who I am, so they'll be able to sort you out. So another beautiful window here, triple pane, Ecoline, Canadian-made window, can't beat it. And I got our nail fin here on the side. It's a really quality window. I can't wait to see them go in and see how they look. All right, we're looking at some of our old windows here. So we have an older vinyl window with a nail fin, and then we have a wood jamb extension. We have our lovely bat insulation. That's always the culprit for all our drafty issues with these windows. And along the top of this nail fin here on the top of the window, you can see a whole bunch of mold that's grown over time. Most likely from not necessarily leaking, but poor sealing and air getting trapped in between the window and the wall and leading to mold growth. So that's not the best installation for a window. It's a low quality, very, very, very entry level window that these houses usually have. This house is probably built in the late 90s or something like that, maybe early 2000s. Really, really poor windows. I can't stress, if you live in a house that's built in that era, you're most likely dealing with some of the worst windows that were ever made, in my opinion. And that's what's hiding behind your walls. It's not good. And that's what's happening all around these windows, in them, outside them, in the window tracks. It's just complete garbage. And I think the more and more we can get Home Depot involved and Ecoline involved and get out here and start switching these windows out, the better. Because it's not good for your health, it's not good for your comfort, and it's not good for your energy bills. So those three things alone, I think that tells me. So we're gonna get these out and we're gonna put the new ones in, and they're not gonna ever have that mold issue. I guarantee that. So next time, you see mold like this in your house on your windows, you're gonna go to Home Depot, right? You wanna go, oh my God, there's mold, we gotta clean it up. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to the cleaning aisle, you're gonna grab some mold disinfectant, skip that step and go right to the window and door counter now that Home Depot and Ecoline are together, and go right to the window and start ordering up some new Ecoline windows. And that's gonna actually fix it. And then just throw the old ones out. You don't have to buy the mold spray. So that's gonna save you a couple bucks that way. So that's my advice to you. So what are we dealing with here? We got some vinyl siding that's been cut out. We have our old window here. We have our J trim that's all needs to be removed. So this is kind of how windows get installed into new construction. So basically the wood, the window will get placed over the opening, nail fin, and then nailed into place. And then you put your J trim, which is part of the siding installation. And that will in turn, this siding will kind of slide into that gap. So it kind of creates a nice moisture tight seal. But when we're gonna do a nail fin installation, we have to cut out around the perimeter, and then we'll put our new window in. Then we're gonna put some smart board to fill in this gap. No more J trim. Take that out, and then that way we have a nice clean look. It's gonna cover up that nailing flange, and then it just looks a nice fresher. It's just a more modern way of doing things. And it's a fairly easy process, so we'll see these guys get to it, and I'm sure they'll have not too many issues. Not sure why this is here. Not sure what was going on. Looks like there was a hole in the wall of some sort.
Hail damage?
That would be a pretty big stone. Maybe a meteorite?
Meteorite.
Asteroid? Something hit the wall? I don't think it's a window, right? I don't know. We'll find out maybe. Okay, one of the big disadvantages of these older style windows, even a lot of different window companies still make windows this way. And you see this little plastic strip that goes along the outside. It's called a glazing stop. So what it does is when they install the window in the factory, they put the glazing stops in, and that prevents the window from the sash from actually falling out of the opening. But when you're installing it on the outside, if someone knew what they were doing, they'd be able to take a knife and essentially just kind of cut through and then pry that stop out of the way. Over time, I don't want to really do it right now, but they can pull that glazing stop right out, and then the window essentially, once they just cut around the edge, they could just pull the window right out. So if someone was really smart, and they knew that people were out of the house and on vacation or something like that, they could take the window out, go inside the house, steal everything, put the window back, and no one would even know how they got into the house. It's obviously very rare, but it can happen. And Ecoline installs their glazing stops on the inside, so you can't even break into it. If you're going to break into it, you're going to have to smash the glass. We've seen in other videos how we try to smash glass. It takes a lot of effort and strength and sound to do that. So obviously you're going to alert your neighbors if you have any alarm systems. Those things are going to be going off. So just one thing to consider when you're buying windows, how they're actually made, because Ecoline thinking of things like that, it just shows you how much steps above they are the competition, that they even put that into their engineering of the windows. So that's where I see big advantages.
You're slow today, man.
I'm just enjoying the view. I like watching these guys work. It's peaceful. You can see here what he's doing. Okay, this is very exciting. He's delicately pulling off the casing of this
You've never
window.
seen this before.
This is something that you'll never see again, to be honest. And we're taking it all off in one piece because we're going to reuse it. So, this magician, we call him Misha the Magician, can remove this casing all in one piece and then reinstall it with his feet. Okay, very incredible. We got to take this away delicately.
It's not reinstalled today here.
Then why is it such a delicate operation?
He just practicing for the ones where...
For when the real day comes?
Yeah, when it should be the reinstall.
Okay, well, either way, it's a clean look. I mean, the people at the dump will be happy, right? You could reuse this. You could sell this on Kijiji Marketplace, $5-10. Take that money, put it on red and roulette. Next thing you know, you're rolling. It smells like turpentine in here. I don't know how these guys don't pass out from the smells. One day we're gonna walk in and they're gonna be both on the floor on top of each other. Looks good. What do we got here? This is not MDF casing. This is vinyl casing. we call it the flat casing, and it's got the flat corners. Very crisp look, really looks nice. Nice wide look to it, very modern, very elegant, very sexy. Okay, it's really nice to install. And the fumes even make it better. It's just like a big party in here. We got our guy rolling up our mats here. We got our rubber mat that helps protect damage. We got our cloth mat that helps keep the dust in, anything that gets spilled. Look at that, when we take off the mat, look at the floor, it looks perfect. There's no damage been done. So that's what it's all about. You know, just returning the home back to the homeowner, back to the little girl. You know, the little girl's gonna come in here tonight when she's got her new bedroom window, and she's gonna be, you know, she's gonna be looking around. She's gonna be making an assessment. And, you know, if things aren't in order, there's gonna be problems. So we don't wanna, you know, upset the princess here. So this is how we gotta do things from now on. Okay, we can open and close these all you want. I actually learned the other day that Ecoline also sells window stops. So they can actually put in a specific device if you had for a room with younger kids, especially on the second floor, that will only allow the window to open up so far. So there's those devices that just help for safety. And then you can also remove that device later on so that the window can fully open. So just something else to consider, especially with second floor or even the third floor window, just for safety. It's a good option to have. Look, that opens up all the way. Clean it, close her back up. Lock it up, flip it up. Go back to your life. Triple points, even doing a nice little vacuum, get all the debris, get all the dust. You'd make a good maid too. He's not only a window installer, he's a good maid. The fluffy mold right in here, see that? That's not good. What do we have as a result of? Poor windows, poor quality, poor installation. It was never meant to be. And now we got this fluffy shit growing in. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't think it's from this world, to be honest. Small little lock. You can barely even open it. It's just a tiny little window. Just a little double pane slider. You can barely move it with your arms. And I'm a, big, strong guy.
Mm-hmm.
And no good. Take it away. Try again. Call Home Depot. Let them know you got fluffy black mold in your windows. They'll hook you up.
Go wash your hands.
I'm gonna wash my body. Very artistic. So what we got to do is we put our 3M flashing on. Because we have some of the siding cut out from below here, we're going to lap the flashing over that gap, and then we're going to put on some little corner pieces to cover that all up. Everything goes up the sides. It's going to be nice and waterproof. When we put our nail fin window on and then our smart board covering, there's no way any water is going to get in there, so it's good for lifetime. So we put our silicone around the perimeter of the window opening on 3 sides. So the sides and then the top, leaving the bottom no silicone. That way if water does get in, it'll be able to drain out. The silicone won't trap it in place. So if you go all the way around, water could get trapped. That's when you get the mold growing and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we are at this point, and we're ready to install our window and then put on our nail flange roofing nails, and that'll be it for that one. Come on, one guy. One guy to carry it, 2 guys to watch. That's how we do it in this country. That's not easy.
Please don't drop it.
Yeah. Please don't drop my new Home Depot window, please. That'd be good. We get to see how Home Depot deals with damage. Good to find out that policy.
Oh, perfect fit.
That was too easy.
Last time it was a sledgehammer.
Well, now we got a proper hammer. This is my favorite part of installing these windows. Just the little tiniest little nails, that's all you need. One in the mouth, okay? That makes you look busy. Okay, we're gonna put one, where am I putting this? In the window? In the glass? Huh? Here? Put it in the hole. Go tap. Another one. That's it. All done. Just put him in the head. You know, we don't usually talk about fasteners, nails, screws, that kind of stuff, but this is my favorite nail of all time, I must say. It's very versatile. It's called a galvanized roofing nail. So obviously you can use it on the roof to install shingles. You can also use it to install the window with the nail fin. And the reason why it's such a special nail, because it's got a special coating on it that prevents rusting. So if it's exposed to water or anything like that, it's not gonna break down and become an issue. So that's one of my reasons why it's my favorite nail. It's also really small and easy to hit into the wall or the roof, so it makes you look cool. It makes a good sound too. Kind of sounds like money in your hand, or like gold or something, coins. I'm very rich in nails. This is how you know you're working with a reputable company. So this is called a telescoping magnetic pickup tool. And what it does is if we're working on a project and we're losing nails in the grass, we can go along and scan, pick up the nails. We have kids in this house. You know, we don't want to have anyone stepping on all this kind of stuff. So when these guys are done the project, they'll go around the entire property and scan all the way around, pick up any nails, anything magnetic that could be sharp or, you know, cause danger. And a lot of companies don't do this stuff. I go on a lot of job sites with roofing projects, exterior projects, nails and shit everywhere. It's not safe, it's not good. And this is just something small like this goes to show you how much Ecoline is doing extra. And that's the reason why Home Depot is probably working with these guys, because they really don't miss much. We're making a mess here, putting on our 3M. It's like sticking to the back.
Yeah,
it's a good way to live your life.
Yeah, it says happy heart, not a happy face, right? So
I'm happy inside. On the outside.
Why?
So many houses with old shitty windows. It's not good. It's depressing.
But your heart is happy because you can see how they change
Exactly.
lives.
Exactly.
Yes.
We are changing houses one day at a time. It's one way to use your head, right? Imagine if I did this every day. I'd be very beat up.
You don't like it? Come on. Not the golf club, eh?
No.
Nope.
That's going to wrap things up here for me today. As you can see, I'm baking away in the sun here. I'm probably going to get a sunburn, so we got to get going. It's too much outside time for me today. But what did we come here for? Well, we came here to replace windows, but we came here to replace them through Home Depot, which is a first for us. It's really exciting. Everyone out there needs to know. Tell your friends, tell your enemies that Home Depot is now offering Ecoline products. Windows doors, patio doors, all that kind of stuff, Canadian made. It's the way things are going these days. So we're gonna be everywhere. You know, next thing you know, we're gonna be at the grocery store. You can buy windows there, that'd be cool. Pick up some ground beef, some lettuce, and a couple of windows for your house, that'd be nice. But we'll get there eventually. And for all those things said, again, I'm Ian, Master Home Inspector, Timber Point Home Inspection. We're out here with Ecoline Windows and Doors and Home Depot. And that's going to wrap things up. See you later.